The story of MF Doom's life is an inspirational one. Daniel Dumile single-handedly changed the genre of hip-hop by coming up with a creative and new style of rapping. His intricate wordplay revolutionized the underground world and inspired countless young rappers. His many personas produced many unique albums, further carrying the legacy of hip-hop. Sadly, MF Doom is now dead due to a tragic accident, yet his legacy will carry on for decades to come. MF Doom was known for his intricate wordplay and influence in the hip hop world. He was an icon of inspiration to most modern day artists, a rapper who revolutionized the genre and earned respect by everyone. His real name was Daniel Dumile, and he was born on July 13th, 1971, in Hounslow, London. His mom was from Trinidad and his dad was from Zimbabwe. Doom moved with his parents to Long Island in New York, growing up in Long Beach. Although born in London, Doom said that he and his family had no real connection to British culture and that it's one reason they moved to New York. Throughout his life, Doom never actually gained American citizenship and was recently denied entrance into the US. In the summer of third grade, he started DJing. Doom had a habit of collecting comic books and was a big fan of a character named Doctor Doom. His family members started giving him the nickname Doom because of his investment in the character. The Fantastic Four also played a major role in Doom's development because they were the ones stopping Doctor Doom. Aside from children's comics books, Doom was also into Japanese science fiction. The name Kingo Ghidorah would come up later as one of Doom's many names. In the early adult years of Daniel Dumile, he formed a hip hop group named KMD in 1988 with his younger brother DJ Serbrock and a friend named Roden, who was later replaced by another member. The KMD group went on to produce a debut album called Mr. Hood, continuing to work on an album called Black Bastards. However, its release was delayed due to the death of Dumile's brother, DJ Serbrock, who died while attempting to cross a populated Long Island expressway. The album was eventually completed and released by Doom alone. KMD then broke up in 1993. After the fall of KMD, Doom took a 3-year hiatus from 1994 to 1997 due to him struggling to cope with the loss of his brother. Plagued by delusion and depression, according to him, Doom was living damn near homeless, walking the streets of Manhattan and sleeping on benches. Towards the late 1990s, Doom decided he would move to Atlanta, Georgia. He later said in interviews that he was recovering from his wounds. After his recovery, Black Bastards was bootlegged, foreshadowing Doom's bright future in the hip hop world. Looking back, I couldn't find what education he received or any training he received for adulthood, but I do know he went to school in Long Beach. In the year 1997, Dumile put on the mask of MF Doom to start his highly successful career of becoming a famed rapper. He started freestyling anonymously at open mic events in a cafe in Manhattan. At this time, he didn't have his signature metal mask to cover his face, so he decided to use a stocking as a plausible solution. He said in an interview that he wanted to wear a mask because he thought he was too ugly to show his face. His new identity, MF Doom, started becoming popular due to his talented flow of words and clever rhymes. His mask was very similar to Doctor Doom from the Marvel comics, only that it had a different design regarding the bottom half of the mask. An example of his inspiration besides his name is his album cover for Operation Doomsday, which depicts him in a green cloak wearing his mask. Operation Doomsday was Doom's first full-length LP album, produced from his new persona. Fast forward a couple years, and Doom starts releasing his Special Herbs instrumental tracks, which focus more on musical production rather than continuous rhyming. Around this time, Doom also made a sub-persona named King Ghidorah, a three-headed kaiju from Japanese fiction. In 2003, he dropped an album called Take Me to Your Leader under his name. He also released an album called Vaudeville Villain under another old sub-persona called Victor Vaughn. It seems that he had a lot of names he went by, but in the end they all correlate to the most successful and known one, MF Doom. MF Doom made a huge difference in hip hop, influencing dozens of successful rappers who pay tribute to him by honoring and mentioning him in important interviews and podcasts. Another way he mattered was the impact on how he changed the genre of hip hop, putting more expression, rhyme, and life into his verses. No other rapper until then has come up with the advanced speech he has. Doom's amazing breakthrough was in 2004 when he partnered up with producer Madlib to create a critical success titled Mad Villainy. As a group, they called themselves Mad Villain and recorded their album over a ton of sessions in the studio for about 2 years until they finally released the track on March 23rd. Some people called Mad Villainy Doom's masterpiece. Another album titled Food was released around the same time as well and was also considered a success. In 2005, Doom stepped towards mainstream hip hop with his newly released album, The Mouse and the Mask, featuring a producer called DJ Danger Mouse. The album was released on October 11th and reached 41 on the Billboard 200. Doom also appeared in a song in an album called Demon Days by the Gorillaz, a British animated band that produces a large variety of music, including tons of hip hop inspired by MF Doom. The song appeared The song he appeared in was called November Has Come and is one of their most popular songs ever. MF Doom sadly died at age 49 on October 31st, 2022, due to a reaction to heart medicine that created an oxygen failure in his brain. In conclusion, I learned a ton about MF Doom and how his life started. I never knew how his albums performed and how his life led up to him becoming a famous hip hop icon. I chose him because originally my dad introduced him to me and I liked his music a lot, as well as it was different from the typical genre. Due to this, I wanted to learn more about him and how he got to become so unique. His inspiration was a very heavy influence on people, and with this learning, I'll spread my knowledge of this artist and influence others to listen to him.